Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to Redmen TV. It's the Uncensored match build-up show ahead of Liverpool versus Man United in the ICC Cup final over in Miami. I have to admit, I'm gutted to be back.
That's nice, isn't it?
Oh no, I'm literally so jealous, because Boston was fucking amazing, obviously, and like can't put into words how amazing it was and how brilliant the fans were and everything. But the fact that there's people who I was talking to on the tour who were still over there. So the lads from the Echo are still over there.
They'll have forgotten you were there.
Yeah, I know. LFC TV still over there, and you still see people sending pictures over it and all that and got that. And what's more annoying is the people who've been tweeting us as well, saying, "So you're coming down for the game?" And it's like, fuck off, no. It's perfectly clear that the budget only stretched as far as Boston was. Thank you very much for the offer. No, we're not there, so we're here. But that's something, isn't it? You know, this is all right.
Hang on a minute, I haven't been anywhere.
I know, yeah.
This is all I know.
But anyway, yeah, we're playing Man United. We had an abortive attempt to do this live via Hangout. Those of you who watched that, we'll try not to repeat too much of the gags.
We do hate repeating ourselves, believe it or not.
Desperately so. But we were talking a little bit, obviously, about Man United, and I think we wrote the agenda for this week and saying how much are we fed up with their fans already. They are giving it the beans, the bifters, aren't they?
Oh yeah, well, just as an example, I've obviously been doing the comments on all the videos this week and while you've been away and stuff, and there's been manx on every fucking video. We're going to win the league. Louis Van Gaal's the fucking one, the new chosen one, all this fucking biff, do you know what I mean?
If someone actually referred to him as the new chosen one, have you made that up?
No, I made that up.
That would have been even funnier. I think they need to be careful with things like that, don't they? I think we should make a new banner if it all goes tits up and give it to them. But you're right, they've all come back out the woodwork. And look, and fair play, because they're not going to be fucking. What, you wouldn't be downbeat?
Oh no, they're a massitive club with a massive manager, and they've spent big money so far.
And with a massive head.
He has got a massive.
He has got. I've not got a small head, but he's got a big head.
I don't like him anyway.
I suspect if Louis Van Gaal was your manager, you'd probably think he was incredible, but he is clearly a bellend. Massive bellend, and I'm secretly hoping, and we'll talk more about this as the season approaches when we do the Premier League previews, which are going to be on the redmentv.com, of course. It's free for the month. Go check it out. Yeah. I'm hoping that'll be one of the continuation of the downfall of Man United will come about via the bellendery and head size of Louis Van Gaal.
Well, he's got a bit of a reputation, hasn't he, for getting rid of experienced players and playing with youth, and a lot of clubs that's working. He's built for the future, but a few times during his career he hasn't been given the time to see it through, and it's much like AVB at Chelsea. I think he's basically got rid of all the experience already. Mm-hmm. You know, Rio Ferdinand's gone, Evra's gone, Vidic has already decided to leave, Butner's gone. They'll probably be made up. He somehow managed to get 2.4 million for Bebe. I don't know how that. Did you see Bebe's parting shot at Man United? This is fucking a peeler. Bebe fucking went out to a journalist or something. Was like, "Yeah, I wanted Champions League football. I wanted European football, and Man United couldn't provide me with that."
Outstanding. And then threw his newly bought shoes at Old Trafford. But you're right. Obviously, a lot of players out. Not too many in. I mean, at the start of the window, and there's plenty of time to go. I was a bit worried when they spent the money on Shaw and Herrera. A really big sort of signal of their intent to get themselves back into at least top four. But we can discuss a lot more.
If they don't sign a centre back though, they'll be left with two essentially.
There was talk of Johnny Evans is saying this week, relishing the opportunity to step up and prove himself as their main.
He's like the kid fucking Osman, isn't he? He's been there years.
Yeah.
How old is he like?
He's mid-20s, isn't he? At least and also not very good. But we'll definitely see about that. But they've clearly got a lot of money to spend, and they're willing to spend it. What we've seen, and they've seen, and they're starting to see, is that just because you've got money and you want players doesn't mean you can get them, particularly when you've not got European football. That being said, the draw of Man United, I think, will ultimately pay dividends, even if it means they have to pay over the odds to get. Well, it means that they can probably
shop at a much in that Champions League bracket of players, but just not at the top end of it. Whereas Liverpool, unfortunately, couldn't.
You should go into the pond. Excuse me, anyone in here? This is the Champions League pond. Anyone in here really unambitious? Anyone just not really like playing Champions League football. Oh wait, signed you. Fucking, I mean, imagine Vidal, listen mate, Champions League isn't where it's at. You want to experience Wembley on a nice February afternoon in the League Cup final. That's real football, lad. Anyway,
and we've got the Trafford Centre. Great shopping.
Yeah. And Liverpool's
13 hours a day.
only down the road. Anyway, talking about Liverpool, obviously, the bad news coming out of it is obviously Sturridge has travelled back to Liverpool, hasn't he? He's injured. Flano, we've seen he's been injured the whole of the tour, pretty much. Lallana, as we know, is out for 6 weeks. They're reporting probably 5 by this point.
Well, Sturridge, Brendan Rodgers has come out, hasn't he, and said he'll be fit for the Borussia Dortmund game.
Good.
So it's a very, very slight hamstring injury.
Yeah, precautionary. But the thing is, as well, you've got to wrap him in cotton wool.
Right.
If at times, drawing in on the start of the season, we don't seem to be any closer to signing a centre forward. Nobody seems to know for sure what the hell's gone on with Remy. Really, we don't seem to be linked with it. We're getting linked with Wilfred Bonny again, which is fine. We discussed this earlier. Sound. If we get him, I've got no problem with that. But that's it. I'm not seeing any great links with.
Well, it's gone quiet on Jay Rodriguez, hasn't it? And the same with Tottenham.
Well, he's injured, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, so even if why would you buy him anyway? There's no complete waste of money buying Jay Rodriguez. At least now, if he comes back and he's any good, January if you really want him, like. But no, it does seem a bit strange. But anyway, going into this game, you'd expect therefore Ricky Lambert to lead the line again, because. Who else is it going to be?
It's not going to be Peterson, is it? I don't think.
Although, I mean,
he's had a good pre-season.
He's had a very good pre-season, and I haven't interviewed him. I was very impressed with his attitude in general. At the minute, I think he's doing a decent job as an impact player coming off the bench. In the end, the games with his energy and his presence causing problems, which is great to have. I mean, for you, would you change much from Milan?
Not really, no. I think if the only thing I would do is maybe bring Skrtel back in for Toure.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then I'd keep with Kelly. I liked Robinson at left back. I quite like seeing him there. I like the 3 midfield runners that played, Henderson, Kahn and Allen.
Yeah.
Maybe swap Allen out for Coutinho, something like that. But other than that, the team's pretty much settled.
Yeah.
Lucas had a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas had a good game. I wouldn't mind seeing him. We know what we're going to get with Gerrard.
Yeah.
I think
Gerrard's going to play though.
Yeah, probably. I think it was funny because the team against, was it Man City, where we had Toure and Coates and then the first team playing.
Yeah.
That was like, we put enough on the pitch to win the game, but if we lose, it's Coates and Toure.
Yeah.
And I think he'll do something similar against Man United.
They were dripping wet and they were hanging on a line. Way out there.
I think he'll do something very similar for the Man United game. Put enough ammunition on the pitch and a weak enough defence.
I've got a feeling we'll go and look to batter these. I think we've got the potential in there. Equally, I think I said this on the abortive live hangout that I kind of don't feel that we can really sort of lose in the grand scheme. I want to win just for the good positive vibes that it'll give us, and also the fact that it'll dent the fucking egos of Man United fans as well. But equally, I kind of like the idea of them building up in this hype, because look, it's nice to win a few games in pre-season and you're looking for good performances, great. But when you put too much stock in pre-season, I think that sets unrealistic expectations for the season ahead. Now, if Man United managed to beat us, having annihilated everything that's come before them pretty much in pre-season so far, great, you go into the season with confidence, and confidence is a very important thing for the players and all that. But I think they will, and the bookies will probably end up putting them as bloody favourites to win the league and all this kind of stuff. That adds pressure, and that's pressure that Van Gaal and the players who maybe, and that squad that might not be up to it, have got to deal with.
It's a good point, actually.
I'm already getting excuses in early. Brendan Rodgers will probably be very happy that we're setting that stall up. No, I to be honest, I want us to go out there and wipe the floor with them and just go, by the way, you just finished 7th last season.
This is why,
because you're a shit.
That would be the nice way to do it, actually.
That would be nice.
It'd be worth staying up till fucking piss o'clock in the morning for.
I want Steven Gerrard to go to kiss the camera and be like, nah, it's a friendly. Just go like that. I'm definitely looking forward to staying up and watching it. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. I think Liverpool should start. I mean, Emre Can's got. I think he's he's got to start this game. I'm actually, given that he came off the bench.
Well, he's looked brilliant every game he's fucking played, hasn't he? There was a couple of minutes where he came on in the last game, and I thought, oh, he's a little bit off the pace, and he just warmed into it. Like,
yeah, definitely. There's a little moment in the Roma game, I remember, when he just charged through, and again, it was quite a very, very poor game in general, but a couple of the real bright spots of that game were produced by him, and I want to see more. I want to see him bully their midfield. That's what I'm all into. That's what I'm into. Grown men bullying other grown men.
Like he did to Balotelli, basically.
Basically, yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
Yeah, that
let me know your thoughts on that. I guess how Liverpool should line up. We're going to be discussing a hell of a whole lot. We've got the agenda here, so let me tell you what we're going to be discussing on the subscriber shows this week. We've got the final word, looking back on City and Milan in far greater detail than we've obviously touched upon here. We've got the Reds news roundup, talking about their contract for Sterling, the Suso debate. Should he stay or should he go? That's one everyone wants to get in on.
And should he shave that fucking beard off, or should he keep it?
Yeah, let's add that in there. If you got a pen, no, we'll sort that later. Just remember it, yeah. Sturridge's hamstring. Talk about why we need to buy another striker. Who we should be looking at. Gerrard contract talks. Apparently keeping Torre. Yeah, excellent.
The Reds transfer roundup. Balotelli rumours quashed, but was he the man for Liverpool? Daniel Agger's future at the club. The Benzema rejection and the furore around that. Are Liverpool doing a Spurs? Who should we let go? Lavezzi, Martin Odegaard for 10 mil, this 15-year-old kid from Norway.
Which is clear bullshit, but anyway.
And Roos, Liverpool are now the bookies' favourite. Roos, sorry, every time.
I've been away watching these videos. Like, yeah, Royce.
Did you see Aubrey's?
No,
Jovetic.
No, fucking hell, we don't even start on Aubrey's pronunciation. Anyway, we're going to have there. We've got all that to go on the subscriber shows this week, so head over to the redmentv.com. Why, Chris?
Because we're boss.
But yeah, I'll do. It's free for the month. We've got a full cast of characters packing out the couch this week to discuss those Liverpool issues in far greater detail, so go and check them out. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and give us your score predictions. So Chris, what's your score prediction for tonight?
I think we're going to win 3-0.
Excellent. I think we're going to win 2-1. Have that. How about you? Let us know your score predictions in the comment section underneath. If there's anything you'd like us to discuss on upcoming shows as well, in the comments underneath. Anyway, Paul Machin, and you are?
Chris Pajak.
Yeah.
And we are the Redmen TV.
So shit. Anyway, thanks very much for watching and good night. Ta-ra.